Yeehaw!
What is up, guys? This is Brick Joe here, and today, we decided to do a video here about the Brickset article from 2 days ago, which basically said that some Bricklink sellers were banned from buying Lego on Lego.com, but this turns out to be a hoax. This is false, not true, and they went ahead and retracted that. Went ahead and retracted the article, but obviously still a lot of discussion around it for the hour or so that this article was out. And I saw some interesting discussions in the comments in a Facebook group about it. And really, I think obviously this was a hoax, but I think there is some real concern in the community about this being a potential, especially since the fact that people kind of believed it there for a minute. And this just goes back to, as you guys know, Lego purchasing Bricklink here a little bit ago, and sort of people expected there to be significant changes and maybe some policy with Bricklink and whatnot, but we haven't really seen a whole lot yet, and it seems like we're still sort of waiting to see what sort of comes down the pipeline from Lego here about what they might do about the whole reselling aspect. Okay, Bricks, any thoughts?
Yeah, honestly, I think this kind of goes a little bit too, just to show the people's thoughts on the Bricklink and Lego partnership. Well, obviously Lego owns Bricklink now. Just the fact that people even realize that maybe this could actually be a possibility. Now, obviously, this does probably interfere with a lot of what Lego wants to do, which obviously is grow their hobby, and through that, Bricklink is able to do it. So if they were banning that, it'd be a little bit interesting. But I mean, Bricklink is known as the place to go to in order to find pieces and even older sets too. And I think Lego knows that too, which is why they were willing to purchase Bricklink. And that's really where people use to buy pieces from Hoax too. Let's be honest. Brick brawls only have new pieces. If you want a bunch of tan pieces and stuff like that, you're not going to be able to find all those pieces on a brick wall or something like that. And if Lego really wanted to be in the market for individual pieces, they could probably change that. Now, does it make sense financially for them? No, probably not. That's a whole lot of pieces they need to manufacture constantly at the same time, right? And they're only going to manufacture the pieces at the moment that are going to be put into sets. And obviously they change colors, and things change maybe too with their ability to get certain color palettes. So it makes sense that this isn't actually true, but it was interesting that it actually popped up.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Lego has an issue with people parting out sets. I know there's a lot of people saying, well, obviously, Lego wants to, kind of put a stop to this because people are parting out sets and getting 3 times the value while, Lego's losing profits on this. Lego's not in the business of selling individual parts. They could produce parts and sell them individually if they wanted to. In the 3x profit, that takes a lot of work, time to sort pieces, and to recoup that money, it's going to take a long time to sell all those pieces. And again, I think this goes back. People are really focusing on the purpose of this and Lego trying to control the secondary market. And I really don't think that this was the main reason for their purchase. They want all of the user data here. People who are members on Bricklink, who have stores on Bricklink, are the top couple percent of their fan base, and they can get a lot of information about what sets people are looking for, what the prices of those sets are, maybe make decisions about potential re-releases, all that stuff. Again, I think they're buying it mostly for the data of the user base, not to control the secondary market. And I think that's sort of maybe a bit of a misconception right now. And that could prove to be false if we can continue to see some sort of maybe sort of more aggressive, I would say, quick flips in Lego. And maybe they will put a little bit more control on some of these on Bricklink, I should say, as a secondary market. But again, I think really the focus here is the user data.
Right. Honestly, let's just be glad that this was just a hoax. And honestly, I think Lego has given Bricklink their space. Obviously, with Bricklink having their designer program like we've talked about before again this year, and even having more applicants and more options to vote on this year than ever before. And Lego having still their own, Lego design program too that they've been doing. I think the partnership so far has been good. It's been very similar to what it was before, and I haven't noticed a difference, which I think is what people are looking for. It's also been a crazy year for Lego too on Bricklink, which is prices honestly just been going all over the place. I think some of that has to do obviously with the pandemic. I think people had more time on their hands trying to finish some of those collections, trying to look at what they needed or what they wanted. And minifigures, pieces just in general have been going crazy south and north. And it's just been very dependent on what Lego's been releasing too. But anyway, I think this was just an interesting, like I said, interesting thing that came up. Obviously, it's not that big of a deal. Let me know your guys' thoughts down below. in the comments on this topic. Also, what the heck? How does the General Grievous jump up to like 300? I think that thing was sitting at like $100 brand new in box, $120 brand new in box for forever. That's kind of interesting. Anyway, yeah, just looking at some of these UCS sets too, and wishing I had this Darth Maul bust. Also, I just want to point out we could have chose the Imperial the Imperial Star Destroyer set 10030 from 2002, or this Death Star, and they were both around $1,000, and we chose the Imperial Star Destroyer. Then a couple months later, they released the Lego set one, and now this one's at $1,900. It's a real big bummer, but
you live and you learn.
Yeah, maybe someday. Also, it's just luck of the draw, honestly. I expect a new Death Star to come out soon, but dang it, $2,000. Cannot afford that at all. Anyway, guys, this is Brick Duo signing out. Have a great one.